Welcome back for the third video in the white wardrobe playlist. This is what we are making. If you're just jumping into this one first, you might want to look down in the description and go back and watch the full playlist. We are making this junk journal booklet that looks like a wardrobe, and we are going to be working on the inside. We did this in video 2, our back base. Now we're going to work on the inside or inner base, okay, and make the pockets and this little pocket box. So the pieces that we have are the overlay, the inside base overlay that I have printed first, my cardstock with the rosebud lining, and then I printed on this inside base over at the top. So I've got that ready. I've got my drawers cut. In the drawers that you get 6 smaller drawers so that you have some choices. So I chose the light green and I've cut them and I've distressed them. I have cut out my doors. I have, on each of the doors, the left and the right, I have instructions. So you score and fold around the door edges, and that would be those 2 sides and on the smudged line. And I've inked around all of that on both of my doors. I have my pocket box that I cut out and I scored and folded, and we'll work on that. This spine and the shorter spine, I'm just setting those aside. We'll use those when we get to our signatures. Okay, so let's start with the inside base right here. So I have done all my scores and my distressing. Oh, I did not distress it there. Let's do that. And there. And there. Okay, so I'm going to use my tape runner to glue these flaps inside or to the back, whichever way you want to say that. Like that and like that. Okay, I think I'm going to give these just a little bit more reinforcement of that fold. Okay, now the rosebud lining does have a right or wrong. It wouldn't be the end of the world if you have it upside down, but if your rosebuds kind of face upwards, that's good. Okay, so this is good. Now we have our doors, and here are the doors. There is a right and a left, not a right and a wrong, but so this one is the left. So the spine's on the left. We've got the ornateness of the door at the top, and then this is our right door. Okay, they're going to go together onto this. Fold it. All right, so here is what I am going to do. I have taken my smudge line right here, and where I folded, I distressed so that I know that's where I want this fold to match up to, right there. Okay? And the same thing on this side. I have distressed that first fold, and it will go right to there. And then I'm going to glue this flap on there, this flap on there. Let's do the left side first. So I am going to put my dry glue on here. Fold that. Match up that fold to that fold. I'm going to pull this up and make sure it's folding good. I want it nestled in there nicely. Right, butted up to there. Okay, I want to scooch up just a little that way. Maybe just a bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to take this, fold it down, give it a good burnish, and then fold again. All right, that's good. And let's do that on this side also. So I'm going to put my glue on the back side of that flap. I've got my right door with the ornate at the top. I am matching this with this, which is the smudge line that I put my distress ink on, so I know for sure which one I want to go to, and I'm butting that up there nicely, laying it down, and fold it again. Okay, we are good so far. Now, I'm going to need my scoreboard again. Pardon me. And now we are going to score where that outside edge of the door is. And fold that. And now we have our spine. I'm going to do that with the other side. Fold that. And so now we have our two spines, okay, and our two doors. All right. Continuing onward, we are going to turn this over and we are going to glue this down. And you know, I think I'm going to, since this is sandwiched in, I'm going to give it a little bit of a angle, just in case it decides it thinks it's going to poke out. So I'm just going to trim that in just a titch. Okay. And then again, I'm putting in my, using my dry ink. You can use your wet. This is going to be sandwiched in between this inner base, inside base, and the back base. All right. Now it's time to put our closure on, because if we don't do it now, we'll have to come up with a different type of closure. So what I'm doing is on this door, there is a lock, and I'm going to go right to the outside edge of that and to the outside edge of that. I'm going to use one of my craft knives, and I'm going to just do about 1/4 of an inch cut, slice right there. like so. Okay, I'm going to use, this is a roll of satin that I tore from a piece of satin that I bought from Hobby Lobby and tore. It's got a nice raggedy, what's it called? What do you call this? I'm having word issues. Frayed. And I think this is about 8 inches, so I'm going to cut this in half. I've got a little tool that's got a flat edge. So I'm going to, from that front, tuck it in. Come on, go in. There we go. I can feel it on the other side. Pull that in. And I'm going to use, I think I'm going to put a little bit of wet glue there and a piece of tape to hold it. Let's do the other side. And I'm sure you can guess how I know I need to do this now, because I have screwed up before, and then I get all done, I'm like, wait, I can't put on a closure. All right, come on. I did not push it in far enough. There we go. Okay. Flatten that out a bit. And a piece of tape. All right, like that. Okay. Now we're going to glue this down, and we want to make sure that it's not going to be a problem with that fold there. That one's good. So's that one. I think we're good to glue. Oh, where's my lid? Let's get that lid on you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use my tape runner again. Right, like that. I'm going to reinforce that fold. That fold. And then this is going to get glued down. And reinforce that fold. Reinforce that fold. There. All right. Let's take a look. All right. Let's look at it right side up. There we go. And it looks pretty good. I don't think we need to do any trimming unless we wanted to trim on this inside. And I see why I shouldn't have necessarily done that little angle. So if you're watching this first, don't angle, but we can always distress it. And I think that I'm going to distress there and there. Okay, we've got one more thing to do. I think I need a little glue in here. Okay, now here's your choice. you do not need to put this pocket box on. If you don't do that, you can use the longer spine to put your signature pages in. You would just make them longer. If you do the box, your signatures will be that long and fold in above the box. Okay, I am going to put the box in, and we're going to make that now. So this was our overlay printed on the back of a wood piece, a wood paper piece. So let's do it. Let's get that out of the way. All right. So I have cut it out. I've cut in on the dashed lines. I have scored and folded all my solid lines. And now let's assemble. So I'm going to put my glue, my tape runner there and there. And I'm going to fold it in. Fold it in. Okay. These two are going to be folded in and give some strength to that bottom. And because of size, I am going to give them a little bit of a wedge out so that they won't bother that fold. Okay? Snip out a little wedge here. All right, got that. I am going to do some distressing. Pull this over. Distress along that edge. That edge, much easier now than once it's made. And especially now, and not when it's all assembled and put into the book. Okay. Okay, I'm knocking everything over. All right. I am going to glue these two down to the inside. There and there. Oh, let's get you moved over just a little. There we go. Okay. Now, these two at the end, you are going to sandwich them together. And remember, take one of them and just do a little trim off of it, so that it can go and slide right inside that one. Okay. I'm looking at this. I'm going to trim just a smidge off of that. Again, I'm going to take this inside of, it's easier this way. Inside. Both flaps are going inside. Okay. And I am going to put some wet glue on this side and this side. And fold it up into there. It's a little fiddly, but you'll get it. Okay, just like that. Okay, now let's do that with the other one. Let's see, this is the fold. this. We want both folds in the front. Okay, that looks good. So let's take it and want some glue on this side and that side. Boy, lots of shadows, I'm sorry. Insert it in there, squeeze it together. All right, there's our pocket box. Okay, I'm going to use, what have I got? Where's my bone folder? Where are you hiding? There you are. I want a nice crisp fold. Just reinforce that fold right there and right there. Okay, now we are going to put this onto our doors right there, like that. Okay, let's adhere this onto here first. Right. We're going to use, I'm going to use both glues. I'm going to go all the way across. This is mostly for the center. And then I'm going to do a nice bead of glue all the way around, just like, whoa, that groove wants to pull that in, and then just a little on there. Okay, now making sure that your doors are upright, we are going to adhere this onto there. Let's turn it over. Oh, come on. I'm not pushing down yet until I see I've got that in between. I think that's good. Just like that. And do a nice burnish. All right, and now this is going to glue on right there on the bottom. I want this because we have that fold in the front. Okay, here we go. Glue that between the two spines and along that bottom edge of the inside base. Use my bone folder to get in there and burnish that down. Okay, let's tie this up. So we've got our doors, we've got our inside box pocket, and if it's a little bit bigger than it should be depth-wise, you can kind of squeeze it a little bit. Almost make a little pleat in it. And we've got that done. Okay, let's put on our pockets. That's pretty quick. Let's finish this video This one's a little longer. All right. For the 3 down the back, I'm going to do this one at the top. Do I want that one? That one's at the top. The way you're going to do it, you're going to stagger them and only glue down this side. This is going to give you the option to have a nice long tag. So I'm coming down about 1.5 inches with my first pocket or drawer. I'm going to use the pink one, same thing, just down that edge. And just overlap it just a little bit. Okay. And this one, same thing, only the edge on both sides, the short edge. And then this can tuck down into that, into our pocket box. And then right like that. And what this gives us is, where's that piece? Where is it? Where is it? Where's that long piece we cut off? Well, I don't know. I think that's it. This pocket, this can be a big pocket that long, a little shorter and a little shorter, but they go right down into this base. Plus some of our ephemera can stack down in there. All right, let's put on our 2 outside pockets and we will call this video done. These little pockets, you're going to go all the way around both sides and the bottom. And they'll glue right on there. You don't want them to overlap onto that fold for your spine. Okay, just a little thin one, not down one side, down the other, and across the bottom. Stick it right there. Okay. Okay, okay. Perfect. All right. I'll see you back for the next in the playlist, which will be adding our signatures. Okay. Hey, thank you. See you again soon. Bye-bye.